My name is Blani Sadeka.
Hi, my name is Christine Okoth Ogalo.
My name is Faith Asandi, a cohort 1 fellow. I was privileged to volunteer at Basi Comprehensive School, and the idea of implementing the reusable sanitary pads came about after some days when I was volunteering in one of the classrooms. There is a girl who was absent for some days, and I brought the issue and tell my team leader. So we decided to discuss and follow up the reasons why the girl was absent. Now when the girl came back to school, I was able to engage to create a safe space for her, and the reasons that she gave me made me realize that most of the girls in the classes of where my team members have volunteered were able to notice the same mistake, and that is how we came about with the emergency reusable sanitary pad.
We were able to engage the students in a small talk where we taught them about menstrual cycle, how to maintain hygiene while on your menstrual cycle, and the importance of the emergency reusable sanitary towel. We engaged the students in a small talk where we had already written proposals to a couple of organizations in which a few of the organizations responded, including Africa for SDGs, whereby they collaborated with us in teaching the students about menstrual cycle, the importance of maintaining hygiene while in the menstrual cycle, and that why it was important to make the reusable sanitary towel. For sustainability, we created a group of 40 students, where 25 were girls and 15 were boys. This was to ensure that there will be continuous practicing of making the reusable sanitary towels. So this small group, we divided the students into small groups for the process of making the sanitary towels. This was to ensure that we were able to save on materials and resources. So when we were talking to the students about the making of the reusable sanitary towels, we noticed some reactions whereby some students were eager and curious to learn about the making of the reusable sanitary towels, while some were scared, especially the boys. Some of the challenges we faced as fellows include limited materials and resources. The school did not have the available materials that we required to start the making of the reusable sanitary towels. So we had to come up with our own way of improvising. So by solving this challenge, we told the students to come to school with cotton cloths. We contributed money where we bought threads, a pair of scissors, razors, manila paper, and threads. So the other challenge was lack of prior knowledge. Some did not have any information concerning menstrual cycle, so we had to teach them concerning menstrual cycle and how to maintain hygiene during the menstrual cycle period. So we solved this by creating awareness through the small talk. The final challenge was cultural and social discomfort, where some of the boys felt uncomfortable talking about menstrual cycle and reusable sanitary towels. So we solved this problem by educating the boys that it is normal to experience menstrual cycle, and anyone in their family or any person can experience menstrual cycle, so they should be able to understand all about menstrual cycle.
Since the project started, the changes that I've seen is that most of the girls have been able to participate in most of the activities and do their normal activities in class. Also the high level of participation in classes, and also reduction of the stigma, since most of the boys and young girls, they were not taking it as a normal thing, but after the education, they were able to understand that menstruation is a normal thing. The reason why this project is important to the community, to us and to the young generation is that they are affordable, they are durable, eco-friendly and emergency use. When it comes to emergency, we want these girls to have access to these emergency sanitary pads even when they are in their classes, whereby they are able to access them from their kits when they experience their menses. They don't need to go outside and get the sanitary pads because they have access to emergency sanitary towels.
During the implementation of this project, I learned that leadership is not about giving directions here and there. It's about listening to what your team members say. It's about listening to what your partners say. So we had to write a lot of proposals to different organizations. We have a few of them reaching out, giving us resources. Like Africa First DGs gave us few personnels who volunteered to train the girls on how to maintain and also manage their menstrual hygiene. They also gave us books on Agile where they taught the girls about entrepreneurship, how they can turn these hands-on skills that we give them into making money, and they can pay school fees, they can purchase anything that they want. So this project taught me that there's a very big power when it comes to collaboration. Not just collaborating with the team, but also collaborating with any other partner that we have out there. So this is an amazing project, and I really thank Pacemaker International Organization for giving us this platform to showcase what we have. As a team, we're really hoping that we can get a platform to pitch this project in the PACE Project Lab so that we can scale it to other schools in Kilifi County.